I feel like we need to dedicate this year to finishing Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 once and for all. There's a bit of a temptation to wait until 2 years from now. That way this could then be a 10-year playthrough. Alright. So we'll look at one more beginner part to get through before we move into the other ones. Crater Lake. So this is one I was going to do yesterday if Razor Rock didn't take 1,000 years, and it did. These seem like they're going to be a bit lengthy, but depending on how quickly we do Crater Lake, we could try Paradise Pier 2, sequel to the legendary Paradise Pier. Alright, let's just get the ball rolling. 13,000 guests by the end of October Year 3. Oh dear. That is a big lake. Okay. First of all, is the park open? It is not. May as well open the doors, even if there's nothing in here. Right, so things are going to be a bit more expensive because we're going to have to deal with supports in the water, although it's not going to be that much more expensive. It's going to be interesting. Oh no. Broke my own rules. The wrong type of fencing. There we go. Everything's fine. Yeah, I don't think this is going to take too long, actually. 13,000 is not that big a deal. Let's get the research sorted first of all. We don't have any roller coasters, do we? You only get 3, and one of them's bad. So, we'll not use... We'll look for roller coasters. The rest can be skipped for now. Where am I? What the hell did that happen? Okay, we do have drink stalls. Sorry, this may seem insane. I'm gonna put this right here. No need, not even real need for a part map, to be honest. In terms of water rides, okay. I don't know if I want to ever do a boat hire. I mean, I potentially could. I could do a boat hire. I have to keep it very controlled, which is easier said than done, given these clowns. This place is filling fairly quick. I'm gonna have to actually put something in here soon. I mean, I could just open with a roller coaster. I'm just gonna borrow a decent amount. Okay, we could open with a bit of a coaster over here. I don't think I'm gonna get away with... Oh, no, we barely do. Right, well, I can't go that high. I do feel a bit bad because we are just basically surrounding this thing. I like this thing just even functioning because it's so far back. There we go. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Alright, this thing has cost me a lot of money already. So the water is at minus 25. Let's come right into it, so we need one more. Right. Okay, so I feel like we've just completely just destroyed... Oh, this isn't even open. I've just realized the ride is not even open. So it's not a long ride, so I think one train's enough. This costs we don't get queue complaints again. So I suppose what I could do for a boat hire, I could actually... Actually, would that work? Actually, not sure if that would work. So it does feel like there's enough momentum now that people can get up and over that. Yeah, this would be probably a nice cheap ride to start us off. I don't think this would be too big stat-wise. Yeah. It's a bit short, but We'll take it. I really do think we need to have a boat hire in this level. I know we shouldn't. I know I fall for this every time. But I think we should have a boat hire. What I should do, actually, before I build the boat hire, is build like a ring of path that the boat hire will be hanging out in. And then... should really close some windows. Yeah, we're going to create a ring of path that the boat hire is going to be stuck in. Okay, fine. I figured you would have put it on top of the water, but I guess not. Okay, apparently it doesn't want to do that, so I guess I gotta do this. Oh, I'm poor as well, that doesn't help. Right. So I'll build this path in advance for when we get to this island here. One tail off. Two tails off, never mind. There we go. Now, fingers crossed. That nobody gets stuck when I get this done. Oh, shit. Really gonna give me a crooked house? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Alright, Scotty, what do you want to be? Time for the return of Rome. You really... it's okay, we have nothing else, so... Can't believe you forced me into building other... Oh, did I just pick? No, I picked Knight. Hold on. Roman. There you go. I accidentally closed it down. Oh man, it's a good thing I built a mechanic. Alright, we have our Crater Roman doing his thing. Right, okay. I swear on me mum, if this ends up going tits up, I'll be very upset about it. Oh yeah, there's got different paths for this now. Okay, so if this does go tits up, they no longer get to ride wherever they want. It's going to be a swan ride, they're going to be stuck on one path only. Just I wonder. Should help. Flashing light warning. What do we have? Water tricycles, which people seem to like a lot. You know what? You're gonna get water tricycles. Now don't fuck it up. You screwed up, you're on rails. Don't ruin it for everybody else. I think you're just allowed to overlap the sound of the duck. Oh, I'm poor. But I gotta build the biggest tower ever. It's gotta be 300 feet. 350 feet. Well, this is already going swimmingly as everybody's fucking stuck in a corner. Anyway, hello Scotty, how are you doing? I also hope you are also doing alright, Flame Dragon. Alright, fine, I'll borrow one cage to build a path. I wonder, can I actually build, like, walls to actually stop these people from being completely moronic? The problem I have right now is this idiot is going up this way. Oh my god, dude, don't get stuck in there. If this works, you're gonna get stuck in there. Okay, I think fences work. Yeah, I actually think fencing works. Man, it is raining a lot over here. No wonder this crater's full of water. Absolutely knackered. But trucking along. Take it work, kicking your ass. The weather's been brutal. I haven't actually been out today, but where I am, it's actually been kind of raining a lot and it's not been too hot. So I'm kind of glad. Things are starting to tone down a bit. Yeah, I think this is actually working well. I could technically build 2 boat hires. Have a fence across here and have the other one over there. Alright, let's not be goofy now, Vortia. We've got other stuff to do. Yeah, I've been having a rough time sleeping as well. That's why I'm deciding I'm doing this stream today. I was tempted to do a different stream, but nah, I'm just too fucked. Oops. I do need to get back on my quest of beating this game. We're very close. It's not that much left of the game. I just gotta get back on it. Alright, well, I don't think I need to babysit you guys anymore. It seems like you've got things somewhat under control. I still feel bad for this pirate ship that just get locked behind this roller coaster. Alright, this roller coaster is popular. That's good. What are we researching? The Enterprise. Now that's a good ride. That's a very good ride. You probably want a dinghy ride. Although, maybe we want a log flume. Log flume actually sounds a little more enticing right now. I think we're gonna log flume it. I thought Scotty was getting in in line for a ride there for a second. Trying to get some free rides. Oh yeah, there's a rotate thing in here, isn't there? Yep. I remember turning back around afterwards. Yeah, we're not gonna have very high drops in this because, yeah, fuck. Put your cards right, and you get a you get a screenshot. Oh my god! You get a photograph of the back of your head. I can't eyeball this anymore. My isometric eyes don't work. Yeah, I think the theme of this one is a lot of rain. Enterprise. Alright. Get a test to see how long this... Okay, hold on. Test to see the length of time of this fucking ride. And we gotta time things out so that we don't end up with too much of a queue. Anytime I think of a log flume, I always think of the one at was it M&D's? That was a log flume at M&D's, right? Definitely wasn't one at Loudon Castle. Loudon Castle had fuck all. The drop zone and that was it. I don't think Loudon Castle exists anymore either. I could actually double check that. Loudon Castle theme park was built on the ruins of Castle. It was closed in 2010. Right. Yep. That was a while ago. Did it have a log flume? I don't remember having one. I know I had a wild mouse. I had a wild mouse. I had a launch free fall. I had a golf, mini golf. I had a few other ones, but I don't even remember. Oh no, it did have a log flume. I forgot. You're right. It did actually have one. Is M&D still around? I'm assuming it would be. M&D's. Is that fucking rusty roller coaster still there? And I remember my gran. She wanted on that roller coaster really badly, and there was a sign in front of it, It was like, do not go on this ride if you have this, or this, or this, or this. And she had like 3/4 of the stuff that was on the board, but she did not give a flying fuck. Very much, if I die, I die. And just went on the fucking thing. Yeah, I never went on the Wild Mouse, I just know they had one. Like, it was in a weird spot. There was like a big foresty area, and you could just see like one of the tons from a distance. What are the maximum amount of logs I can actually get for this? So we're looking at 3 minutes 47. Oh, I'm dumb. Right. I'm being a nerd about this, 100%. 24 boats. Right. Do 20 boats. That may be better. 20 boats. Maximum time. 10. 6 seconds, leave if another train arrives at the station. Open. Should be good. Should line it up perfectly so that we do not run into any situation. Oh yeah, there were the dodgems as well. Actually squeezes in there quite well. I think I might put it over here instead. You know what? I'm gonna set a challenge. We're gonna. It's not really much of a challenge. It's not that difficult to do. But what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna actually have as many boat hiles as I can. And what I mean by that is I'm gonna have different boat hiles, different types of boat hiles. We've already got the water tricycle. Which so far... Okay. Right, this dude's just glitching out of bounds. I didn't say it was against the rules. Probably should. Right, so let's just set up another one. Let's create a nice ring. They actually have credits. Hey, oh, John, Sweet Pea. Swans, canoes. I might do bumper boats for this one because it's nice and small. Make sure we put in fencing and walls to stop people from being Dingbats. It's a bit ugly looking. Right. They shouldn't fuck this up, right? They shouldn't. Oh dang, this thing is filling the fuck up. But it does seem like it's spaced out nicely. If it breaks down once, we're in trouble. Here goes RCT. Well, I don't think we're gonna have any trouble with it. It is a beginner set. I mean, we're almost at the fucking goal, and it's still in year one. We're in the green, but we do have a pretty chunky loan already. In fact, we've maxed out the loan. I wonder if fences always worked, or if that's the open RCT thing. I don't think I ever tried it. Because I don't even know if you can do that in the regular game, now that I think about it. Maybe you can with some finagling, but I don't remember if you can just put fences on water in the original game. It's actually been, like, actually 25 years since I played the original Roller Coaster Tycoon 1. So I've kind of forgotten a lot of its quirks. Yeah, this is flowing very nicely. This is like nearly perfect. Very little downtime. There is a gap here for some reason. Anyway. Kind of stuck. Suspended swinging roller coaster. It's actually not a bad roller coaster to get on a water level. Just gonna put this down here as filler. That seems like an odd ride to have. Oh, Scotty's trying to escape. Nope. No, you don't get to escape. You get back to work, Scotty. You're not allowed to escape the park. These things tend to do, like, okay. Even though they're kind of lame. But they tend to do alright. I could do weird cats, I guess. Let's just do weird cats. I could technically do a synchronized one, but I'm not really feeling creative on this water level. Do you feel like that might be just too many cars? Like, hold on. Hold up. Close it, thank you. I don't think we need this many cars. I don't think it's going to be that popular. I think that's fine. Do you look at these guys just rush onto brand new pathing as it's being built? Man, I'm poor again. We should stop building crap. We're gonna have to invest in the next roller coaster. There's not a whole lot I can do otherwise right now. We are poor and it sucks. Oh wait, it's this thing. Oh fuck. This thing's so expensive. I guess we'll have to do the... I mean, we try a steeplechase. I mean, a steeplechase isn't... It's cheap. It probably will get the job done for a little bit. Yep. No. And people really like the bumper boats. Alright, we'll build a steeplechase. I'm not keen on steeplechases, but try to make it work. They work best if you have two next to each other going at once. I'm not really in a position to like copy paste what I've currently built. Maybe I could build part 1 of this and then build a part 2 and then have it sort of wrap around what's currently there and we can have 2 going at once. Alright, we're gonna play for safety here. This is definitely not a good environment for a steeplechase either. You do not want to be on one of these well above water. Actually, no, maybe you do. I feel like it was an accident that was going to happen. What were these two bumper boats doing? Was one, like, sitting on top of the other? Are they trying to, like, figure out how to get out of this cage that they're in? Right, we're sitting in the red. Quite in the red, actually. Kind of need this raid to be a success. Wow, lo and behold, nobody's on the cat ride. I probably shouldn't have built it. Let's be honest, I probably shouldn't have built it. People weren't even looking at it. To be fair, I don't know why there's like this weird cat ride in the middle of the water. Thematically, it just doesn't make sense. Oh, I've lost Scotty. Yeah, nice try. Trying to go out for a cigarette. Not on my watch. Not keen on extending this because I'm kind of low on cash, but I feel like bringing this right to the end straight away is a bit lame. Man, this thing's gonna be difficult to finish. Quick, charge for charge $20 umbrellas. Nah, we don't do that anymore. The era of getting the 20 pound umbrellas is gone. I'm a new reformed person. Yes, if I remember to build a sequel to this, I might build a sequel to this, but I need to actually remember to do so. But how much am I going to wait for charging for this? Hello, Knife Fiend. Probably like 7. It's pretty low. 7 might be enough. I don't think it's too much. It is a coaster, so they might spend a bit more on it. Yeah, okay, they're only going to pay 7 for it. It is also brand new. I mean, I think this ride would be pretty cool. It is above water. You do get a nice breeze as you go through. Again, though, having 2 going off at once definitely helps it. Really hope weight doesn't fuck this part. I don't think it will, but I'm worried about it. I don't think there's any special stipulation involving tons on this ride. I think it works fine. I think it's just a slope I need to worry about. So I'm just really paranoid. As soon as I take my eye off this thing, it's gonna crash. Right, what did I just unlock? Vertical drop coaster. Man, are we just researching the expensive shit, aren't we? I'd rather have a nice cheaper one that I could just plop down for quick thrills. You know, how much is this? £2? Okay, this thing is like, people are saying it's really good value, right? Yep, okay. I'm gonna up this to 4. This thing is very popular, and I get the feeling that's where a lot of money's gonna start coming in. What about this? Okay, people are saying it's great, not that it's great value. Like, I don't think 2 people should adjust the weight that much. I think we're good. There's a lot of people that went on this. Holy! We really want the steeplechase. Dinghy raids are popular. Demon drop or demon drop with EQ. Oh hey, this is this design. I guess this must work then. This was the design I tried to do before in this game, but it didn't work out very well. Right, that's kind of cool. If that's the case, I might just do that type of design. Because, like, that feels more like actual IRL design when it comes to these type of things. I say that, and the track is floating in the air. Hmm. And this car ride is looking to get sold. Literally nobody has been on it. There have been zero get. I'm gonna keep this thing here. I'm gonna see if anybody rides this at least once before the fucking theme park ends. So we are gonna need a little bit of an upslope in order to get the excitement for this going pretty well, but I gotta be careful with my upslopes. If you have an open track and you go up too fast, you will die. But if you enclose it, there's no worries about that, you're fine. Yeah, that's what I thought, Scotty. You think I'm not gonna notice it when it's in fast forward? And Scotty's skiving like crazy. There's a decent amount of speed that it still has by here. Oh, wait. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't take the risk. I was tempted to attempt fate, but no, I know how this works. Go-karts! Ooh, okay, that's a big one. 4 boats. I'm not keen on 4 boats. I would like more than 4. The problem we have with this thing is the queue's gonna be very long. Alright, hold up. Oh, that went the wrong way. Whoops. Right. I'm assuming it will still have enough speed to make that. Right. So that's better. I'm gonna put an entrance up here. That should give us way more boats. I was gonna say 5 is not what I was expecting as a response to that. Yeah, it's good, decent speed. I'm still waiting for it to crash though. The thing is, even though there's only a 4, people will pay a good amount of money for just the one-time thrill of just going down a big drop. So we'll do that. Alright, place your bets. We're gonna get a fucking crash. Is there gonna be some weird guy that gets on this and fucks up the weight? Flies backwards. Flies off. You know, I actually didn't even think about that. I don't think they can fly off. I'm a little worried that they might. The weird guy, right? Okay, we're gonna call the weird guy, right? I always get paranoid with this fucking ride, though. It always terrifies me. Always waiting for somebody to die to something stupid with it. It's not like I want them to die. I can't remember what level it was on, but there was like one time I built it and it just kept crashing and I couldn't figure out why it kept crashing. It was like having a weird moment in one specific spot and kept exploding. It was upsetting. Alright, go-karts. These are busted. I actually really like that we get new track pieces, and that's really nice. Oh yeah, we're poor. I'm so excited about the next thing that I'm not even thinking about the fact that we don't have money. I mean, this will make money. Should make a ton. A little paranoid that this thing is going to actually cause a lot of complaints. Well, you can actually build proper like Mario Kart race courses now with these new shapes. Before you only had access to like straight pieces and then like tight corners. Oh, my music. I do have my playlist set up, but I was planning on just letting the game's music play. Yeah, gas pens as well. Whoa, what was that? Right, the weird guy ride is doing exactly what I thought it would be doing. It doesn't help that it just broke down. Shit. I was really worried that this is going to be an issue here. I kind of want this path to thin out a bit. I may be able to fix it. ride still is. Zero guess. We're gunning for it. I'm rooting for it. Somebody's gonna enjoy that. Just don't know when. Alright, if I... Oh my god. If I do that... that way. Okay, yes, I can connect that to that. Right, that shortens it a bit. Should be less complaints about that now. I probably charge £4 for this go-kart. Because people love go-karts no matter what. Inverted hairpin coaster. What in the name of fuck is this? I don't think I've ever built this thing. Now maybe the next go we're gonna build that. Right, because this this queue path is quite long still. Again, more Tom and Jerry. Maybe I should get different cartoons. That looks so weird. Just a dirt path. Just a piece of dirt being held up by supports just looks really weird. I feel like we might be getting toilet issues, actually. Specifically only building the stalls on the rocks that we have, but I'm beginning to think we might have toilet issues soon, if we don't already have them. Tidy, queuing for weird guy rides for ages. We don't have much in terms of toilet issues. Probably need a few more. As they're expanding. Where are you, by the way? Oh, you're in. Wait. Huh. That's an interesting bug. Report a bug on GitHub. Or if I do that, I opens GitHub. And I'm not signed in, so I can't report. Because I don't have a GitHub account. What's he doing? He's moving based on me moving my mouse. This is really strange. Alright, somebody else respond to this, please. Right. I'll have a better time this time. There we go. That was very weird. Name a guest after yourself. Oh, we're going again. Okay. Hold on. Alright. Dawn, he's in a good mood. Lesson 3, you can be Dawn. A punchy screen. You know, it's a really good thing I'm not a stream with like fucking 2,000 views. The entire screen would just be chat all over the place as everybody redeems. Oh, hey, you found the pirate ship. I forgot that was even there. Yeah. You need another boat hire. What kind of boats? We got bumper boats. Do canoes. Anybody wanting a canoe? Okay, this observation tower is cursed, apparently. It did just get fixed and it's broken again. I was waiting for that to come up again. Alright. The fuck is that about, Medi?
What are you doing?
That came out of fucking nowhere. The fuck happened there? Holy balls. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to say. What the fuck? Oh, this chat doesn't have a fucking hype train, does it? Nobody expects the subs. Holy, that was out of left field. Holy shit. Thanks for the 10 gift subs, Maddie. Holy balls. Should I even put hype trains on this channel? Like, I know people like... Some people like the exclusive emotes, but I also think some people are just like... I don't know, iffy about hype trains. I actually didn't realize I had a burger bar. Damn, Medi. I have your streamer for that? I don't think I do. Hold on. I can check my settings on that, actually. Unless it was changed, which may be the case. Subscriber only chat. Alright, so what's new? Bonus subscriber benefits. Access to my subscriber only Discord channel. And a merchandise discount. Okay, neither of that's happening. I need more emotes is what I absolutely need. I definitely need to get... Hey, we got Hype Train. I can turn it on. I'm allowed to just bomb Hype Train enabled. So yeah, I have access to Hype Train. Yeah, it is. That's the thing about Hype Train that I think is a bit iffy. And why I don't have it on. It's a bit weird when nobody contributes to Hype Train. Here's the thing. With the current settings I had, you would have actually put this, I think, into a level 2 Hype Train. Oh, that one alone. Yeah, that's the reason I don't really have it. I know you can get exclusive emotes through a Hype Train. And by not having it on, I'm denying people access to those emotes on this particular channel, but... At the same time, do people really care? Most people were probably not going to sub anyway. I can live with that. I'll only change my mind if there's like an overwhelming desire for Hype Trains to be put on the channel. But yeah, I appreciate the 10 gift subs, so let me name every single person who got a gift sub, because that's something streamers do for some reason. No, I'm not actually going to do that. Anyway, hello, Maddie. Hope you're doing alright. Just came in and nagged the chat. Oh, Zalo Zero Master. Can you believe Looper's back? That's unbelievable. It disappears for fucking forever and then comes back and does runs. Working? Oh. I'm sorry, Maddie. Yeah, I've noticed Elmley has also been streaming. It's been a game I have never heard of. I'm actually surprised I've never heard of it. But I've never heard of the game. I might have to put that on my stream to-do list. So I don't know what this raid is. I have no idea what I'm building with this. I don't know what its limits are. Apparently it's not a very high limit. I mean, disappear from streaming. I know he's still around. But don't worry, I know Looper's there. Like, well, I think he got the world record for Doom 2 and then left and has not come back since. Yeah, the Clown Circus game. Like, that's the one I've never heard of. And again, I'm surprised I've never heard of it. I know about a lot of obscure shit, but somehow I've not seen that game. And I really feel like I should have. Especially given, Elmley's avatar. At no point did I even ask where the hell it was from. I just kind of let it sit. And not question it. Yeah, it does look a bit wild. Oops. You know, there's I wonder if there's a statistic that Twitch tells you about in terms of people finding the channel. Discovery. Okay, let's see if it actually shows me this. Because I've been a little curious. I think some people actually find me from the front browse page. Like the following page. Actually, it's okay. So people find you from the browse page, it's fine, but other channel pages. Apparently got a lot of views specifically from the Final Fantasy 14 page if I stream on there. Retro is apparently garbage for finding impressions. Anyway, I was mostly curious because I actually think a lot of the streams I watch, this is actually the reason I keep forgetting to follow people. Twitch just made it worse. A lot of the people I now watch on Twitch, I get on the sidebar, and it's in like the recommended channels, the live channels. Because I actually think Twitch's algorithm for recommending channels is mostly pretty good. It does actually recommend a lot of good channels. Remember that challenge I was doing for Final Fantasy 14? What challenge? Well, having fun? Because that's a fucking hard challenge right now. That is very difficult in the game. Oh god, this queue path. Look, I'm gonna keep erasing. We're gonna shave this off. Oh yeah, the first person shit. Yeah, that's dead. I feel kind of bad about it, but like, video editing sucks. Video editing really sucks. It takes so long to do. And the thing, I think the other issue I had as well is that I actually was not expecting things to have popped off. And once it did, I started getting hit with like really bad imposter syndrome. And I didn't want to work on it anymore. Because I'm like, dude, I don't even think I'd watch this shit. I don't even think I'd watch it. And I know that's a bad mindset to have, but it really gets stuck on my head. But then there's also the fact that I was busy with a bunch of other shit and had to prioritize what I was spending my life on. When's the WOD replays on YouTube making a comeback? Honestly, it really should. It really should make a comeback. Mostly because I'd be curious to see how badly, how mad people would be if I came back to YouTube and it wasn't Final Fantasy 14. But also, there's a lot of things I want to replay. No Speed 2? I'd replay No Speed 2. Wait. I'd replay No Speed 2 until map 28 and then quit. Yeah, No Speed 2 is fantastic. I love No Speed 2. Map 28 has that one fight though. There's a lot of puke over here. What the heck is going on here? Puke Patrol. Probably the Enterprise. Try to think of other WODs I could replay. I've been sort of thinking of replaying Alien Vendetta, actually. I've still not played No Ye. I gotta hurry up. I gotta actually play that. I was gonna play it, and then King Dime played it, and I think that was during the era where everybody thought I was just copying the King Dimes, and I didn't play it. Hell Revealed. Could play Vanilla Doom 2. Yawn. I played Vanilla Doom 2 like so many times. I know every secret inside and out. I've speedrun the game. And I know how to run it. I don't think a casual playthrough would be that interesting. I could play it with some like stipulations or like corruption cards. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. But a normal vanilla Doom 2 is definitely not. Do Heretic Archie Rando? Oh, that's actually a good point. That's another thing I could do. I was actually something I was planning on doing, because I haven't played... I need to play Heretic first of all, so I can do a quick Heretic playthrough, because it's been a while, and then do a rando. You're looking forward to roaming around this park as a guest? Oh shit! Fuck! I'm sorry, I was so lost in the sauce I didn't even notice that you redeemed it. I do apologize. Right. Underground view. Let's see. Who's coming in? Nobody's coming in. We gotta wait for somebody to come in. Oh fuck, hold on. Gotta wait for somebody to come in. There we go. Lisa! You're Lisa now. What's Lisa's stats? More than 4. Let's see how long you last. Unless you are going to argue against whoever I've picked here, this will be who you are. As long as you notice this roller coaster first, I think you'll be around the park for a while. Know anything about Roller Coaster Tycoon? You should play this. You should stream this. You should. I think you should play this. This is a great game. Like, I know there's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm doing. I'm keeping track of like my financial summary and looking at my research, making sure I'm doing things with the loans, etc., etc. What I like about this game is that you can play it at a dumb baby level and just build a bunch of rides, or you could try to build it, try to play it at a more complicated level where you're keeping track of a bunch of shit, and you just have fun either way. The only thing that I think would actually be like somewhat of a, I wouldn't say too difficult a learning curve, but something you need to get used to is how to build rides, how to spot whenever you've built something fucked up. 40 being a sweat lord. I don't mean to be a sweat lord sometimes, you know? Again, I know about a lot of quirks and a lot of like things you can get away with in terms of roller coaster building, so I end up accidentally being a sweat. But like, I'm trying to reduce some things. Like, I know advertising is overpowered, so I'm not using it. I know charging £20 for an umbrella is overpowered, so I'm not using that either. I'm trying to cut out a lot of the overpowered strats. I ain't the lord of roller coasters. Marcel Voz is pretty much the roller coaster tycoon guy. What are you doing in the queue? The raid's not even open yet. Yeah, Marcel Voz is a good stream to watch to learn about how to play the game, as well as his YouTube channel. That is a fucking garbage ride. Hold on, what was the example? The example was a 6. Okay. So, again, I've never built this, so I don't actually know what the fuck I'm doing with it, but apparently I'm screwing it up. Because this is absolutely garbage. Maybe it needs more ups. Oh, wait, hold on. You can do tons. Oh, you can do tons. Interesting. I didn't even notice that. That changes a few things. Let's play Theme Park World. So, that's actually something I've been tempted to play because I've never played Theme Park World, and it seems like... I know it came first. I know Theme Park came first and whatnot, but it feels like somebody from a different dimension making Roller Coaster Tycoon. And that's kind of why I want to play it. To see how it would go. I also know it's a bit of a buggy mess sometimes. Yeah, this is a very weird ride. I might settle with it being kind of trash, honestly. Because I don't know what to do with it. Is it still this? Oh, it's the go-karts now. Ah, okay. Right. Yeah, you guys, you're gonna not want to dig a step forward there, Sunshine. You're gonna end up dead. They'll figure out if they'll figure out eventually. Hopefully he doesn't step forward and die. It's a lawsuit I don't want to deal with. This thing doesn't even have S-bends. What a weird coaster this is. I'm just sort of adding length to this to see if it helps its stats. I don't know if it will. I may just build what I have here and settle with what I get. I just have to make it a cheap coaster. Okay, they didn't drown, so I can just delete this path. Right, shorter queue path, so we don't have to worry about that. Probably should have made this 2 laps rather than 3. That's probably the issue is. And she bought a drink. Anyway, John, if you're looking for a chill game to stream, this is pretty good for chill stream game material. Oh, whoops. I've opened up a bunch of windows. Anyway, what was I talking about earlier? I was talking about how I'm finding streamers now. I'm finding them through the recommended section, and I'm not following them as a result, because I just keep finding them there. However, one feature I wish it did have was the ability to ignore streamers so that they don't... Holy fuck, that small improvement just bumped that up to such a degree. That was crazy. There's a lot of streamers... Not a lot. There's a couple of streamers I would rather not show up on my recommended list. They show up because of my primarily Doom and retro gameplay, but I would rather they didn't show up. And I wish I could prevent them from showing up. For some reason, Twitch does not want you to not have people recommended. Right, we probably need to start getting more guests. Again, I'm trying not to use ads. What else did I get, by the way? Classic stand-up. I could put a thrill ride in here depending on what it is. I could build the steeplechase sequel, I suppose. Ah, fucking hell. That was crazy lightning on that one. John picking a great time to go on the log flume when it's pissing with rain. You know what? Let's build the sequel to this. Not the sequel, the partner to this. This is a very weird park. We're doing weird things with this one. So what we can do after this is we can have it synchronized with the next station. Man, we're so goddamn poor. Has anybody been on this thing yet? Has it had a single guest? Still at 0. Still at 0. I'm still waiting for somebody to go on it. There's enough time. There is enough time for somebody to go on it. Maybe I could spruce it up a bit. Alright, with what, genius? There's no fucking... There's barely any water props you can use. I mean, this would increase the excitement a little bit. Ah, I was looking for this one. Maybe that'll help it a little bit. It probably won't increase it by a whole lot. I think it increases it by 0.01. Alright, whatever. Right now, its entire purpose is to feed me more guests and nothing else. Oh, I had it. I had it and I goofed it. I'm trying to keep them in synchronization so that I know. Oh, I did it again. I thought I had it though. There's actually no point doing this until the full circuit's finished, actually, now that I think about it. See, I was worried about that. I was worried about running into that. We should be able to make it to the guest requirement. Oh my god, Pinchy's about to fucking barf. Is the bumper boats that bad? Where are we? There we go. Okay, he's over there. Listen, hey, it went up. And poor Pinchy does not like the bumper boats. It's a tight squeeze over here, actually. Dang, that sucks. It's too tight a squeeze, actually. Can't get it in, though. Hmm. It's so close. Right, so it should still synchronize. Yep. Okay, so now they're synchronized. I want to see what the orange one is by the time the green one finishes, so we can see if we can get these roughly the same time. Because I might extend the orange one a little bit. I feel like the orange one is going to have to be a bit behind most of the way anyway. So maybe giving the orange one a shorter route, we'll have it catch up. I say that and it's having a hard time catching up right now. Yeah, the orange one's the one that's got the longer right to go around. You know what? Fuck it. And that's fine. So how much am I charging for this one? 7? Apparently people were on it for 7, so let's do the same for this one. Okay. Car ride 1 is broken down. Because it's so depressed that nobody will ride it. Well, the orange one will always lose, so hopefully if you're going to go to orange, you can deal with that. I also earned quite a bit of money while I was working on that. 3D cinema. Alright, we'll just plot that somewhere. I don't know, like here. Not much happening here. So general consensus. People are running out of cash and people are needing the toilet. The classics. There's a decent number of toilets, but they are fairly spread out. Put on a burger place. Let's build another square. Run a little boat ride. Actually put a path from here across to here as well. That's a lot of puke at the front door. God damn, it's a bad first impression. poor again. We're just building stalls and paths and somehow it became poor. I get more blood flow to that side. Tempted it once or twice to consider playing Theme Hospital. Oh man, that reminds me. That reminds me. I started a Theme Hospital playthrough like fucking 6 or 7 years ago. And I never went back to it. Actually, maybe less than that actually, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, but I started it, had great fun, was planning on continuing it, and then just didn't. I should go back to it. Well, if I don't go back to it, John absolutely should go back to it. Theme Hospital is kind of hilarious. Although from what I can remember, it does start to get a little bit repetitive towards the end. But I guess you could argue the same thing with this game as well. This coaster is now getting complaints. This one. I don't know if I believe that. I think you guys just complained right on cue. Yeah, okay. The people who complained got on, so I don't even care. Alright, another boat hire. These are the most boat hires you've ever seen in this video game. Right, it's time for swans now, right? I don't think we have swans. We've not had swans. This poor guy's waiting for one of the pups to join him in a canoe. Alright. I feel like swans should be on a track. But then again, I also feel like I shouldn't be building... Ooh. Shouldn't be building any boat rides, but whatever. Classic miniature roller coaster. Yep, that is indeed the classic one. Alright, we stopped doing roller coasters. I still need to catch up with what I have, so let's go back to doing other rides I can plop down. A little bit of space that needs filled. Fill it with another boat hire, I suppose. And this is the most successful boat hires I've ever built. Makes me wonder how the fuck I had problems with them before. Now, let's move time forward a little bit. I've never been to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, unfortunately. Okay, hold on. I've never been to it. So whereabouts in Blackpool Pleasure Beach is that ride, if I may ask? Is it this? Is this one of them? It's just called Log Flume. That's Pepsi Max, isn't it? Yep, Pepsi Max is a big one. Where's that wooden coaster? Is it this one? The Big Dipper. I think it may be the Big Dipper. My sister went on one of these. It may be Big Dipper. It beat the shit out of her. Like, one of the wooden roller coasters is very old and kicked the absolute crap out of her when she went on it. I wasn't sure if it was this one. Well, it's a lot for me, but it's themed, I think, around North stuff. I should state that this build is from like 2000. So it's not this one. There's this one here. There's one in here. Maybe this one. Oh, River Caves. Oh my god, I can't see the entrance of this thing. And I mean, no, I've never been to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It's a mouthful to see, actually. It's like a weird tongue twister for me. Is that the Iron Brew? It is. It's the Iron Brew Revolution. Alright. Back to my garbage park. The thing that's kind of funny about the real... Well, it's not really funny, but... The real parks, quote-unquote, are... They don't have any challenge. The novelty is just being able to see. It's literally called Valhalla. I mean, if I got a map of Blackpool Pleasure Beach, I could have a look to see where it is relative and see if it exists. Unless it is a recent structure. I wouldn't know, though. I've never been. I've been over this before, but I don't really like most roller coaster rides or theme park rides. Like, I'd be the one guy on this ride, okay? I know it says zero, there's literally 0 people that be on this. I'd be the one guy on this one. That'd be as far as it'd go. Like, I just suck at theme park rides, so I wouldn't go to a theme park normally. I'm mostly memeing, I'd be fine with this. I've been on a dinghy ride, and it's kind of funny. I think one of the first rides I actually went on was a dinghy ride, and like from the bottom looking up, it looked fine. And then when I sat on the dinghy, and I was excited to go, and then the thing like raised up to get ready to shoot me off, and as it was raising, it was at that moment I realized, huh. This is really fucking high up. And I wanted to stop it, but it was too late, so we're just going straight in. The only other intense ride I think I went on was a weird water ride in the US. I wish I could remember, I'd have to ask my friend about it. But it was rated 5 out of 5 in like the scare factor, but when I was looking at it, I'm like, this doesn't seem that intense. I don't know why it's got a fucking 5 rating. Oh hey, I've lost all the gas, hold on. But then I went on the ride, and then very quickly learned why it was a 5. I've actually told this story before. It's actually in a highlight video from 2012. It's in the Sonic the Hedgehog highlight video from way back when. It was probably Big Dipper. Big Dipper sounds familiar. I don't know about the Grand National. I don't think I've heard of that one. These are some great ride names, by the way. Right. Right, so what am I building? We're earning cash. Cash is coming in. Could probably build a vertical drop coaster. It's a bit lame to do it in this park in particular. But we still could. What was this ride called in Alton Towers? I fucking can't remember. There's a vertical drop roller coaster in Alton Towers, and I cannot remember his fucking name. I remember the ad campaigns very well. Because we're basically going to create it here. Because you would get to like the edge and it'd be like, don't look down, and then it'd be the ride name. I could always open up the Alton Towers map. I'm pretty sure there is one on here. In fact, why don't we just do that? Sure, we'll find it. Here it is. Oblivion, that was his name. Alright, mystery solved. Alright, I gotta stop doing that because I gotta find John Sweet Pea and Pinchy again every time I do that. Anyway, we're basically gonna make that with this thing. Only probably more intense than the one in Alton Towers. Because the guests can sort of take it in this game. And this is a ride where my friend of mine built the shipwreck, which was like a it was a very high height ride that just went straight down as fast as it could go. When you play this game when you're younger, everybody builds one of those. Just the absolute fucked up ride that nobody would ever ride. It's part of the fun. This is a very expensive coaster I'm finding. Because all the supports. I mean, it makes it, at the very least. Where am I in relation to this? Not where I thought it was. Yeah, I'm actually going straight into it. A bit of full section here. If I want to bring it on home. It's gonna take a while though. Man, the monthly bills are quite pricey. Hello, dog. I don't see this raid being bad. Who here in chat would even raid this raid? Especially when it's going at this speed, who would raid it? Oh god, what the hell? Ah, fucking what the hell? Oh my god, Windows. Windows! Why is Windows doing it? That was so weird. Is that one? Yes, one over. I always keep pulling it one over. Alright, so I think this is probably going to be a bit too much, actually. We'll see how it goes, though. So, hold on. Another bit of 5 miles an hour. It may be going too fast. I may want to lower this part down, and that will help a lot. We'll see how it goes. Alright, yeah, I think that's going a little too fast. I feel like people are going to go flying out of the cars. I want to see the end result for this. This is probably going to be way too much. I'm just going to shrink this down and then that'll fix it if we shrink it down. It just gathers too much speed. Somehow it's not too much. It's barely not too much. We're in the red here, but it's somehow not too much. Well, I'm going to take it. What's the speed it even gets here? Casual 60 miles an hour. That turn, it just feels so sharp to do that turn that quick. But I don't know, apparently it's fine. If the station brakes fuck up, people are absolutely dying. We're getting kind of close on time with this level. I need to build more. Get more people in, we need more coasters. What is this? Oh, it's a steel wild mouse. Okay. That's actually not a bad thing to build. That can be cramped somewhere. Like over here. These coasts are thankfully quite easy to make decent. Fairly cheap. You can fit them in most places. That barely moved. I'm actually worried about that. These things are not as quick as I thought they were. Yeah, that is... Nope, 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 nope. We're replacing that. We're replacing that section. That is an accident waiting to happen there. Oh, but then you can't do that. Okay, hold on. Right. What I could try to do is build this higher up, maybe. Just a little higher up. Yeah, I can build it slightly higher up. It seems like that's enough. There we go, that helped. Should be just enough speed to go up the hump. Yep. Okay, so I didn't actually know I could build this. Yeah, I was worried about that, okay. Well, that goes right into that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that lightning I just heard outside? Fucking merry-go-round is going mega monka while there's fucking lightning happening outside. Okay, it's facts, it's facts. We're good, we're good, we're good. I remember many a year ago when Monotone Tim started that, I don't think it was him that started it, but it was his stream that started the trend of people trying to hunt for this glitch. But I remember many years ago, Monotone Tim, when he was playing this game, had that very thing happen with the merry-go-round, and was confident that if you left it doing that and didn't repair it, it would explode. It became a bit of a thing for a while. Again, I think the rumor started somewhere else, but he perpetuated it a bit. Okay. I had a feeling one of these tunnels was going to be too bad. Before the record, it never actually explodes. It can explode. Lateral G's. Okay, so we're going to have to start this from the beginning. Figure out exactly where it is. Probably take a guess, but let's just double check. Let's not make an assumption here. It's there, okay. I had a feeling maybe... It just barely made it to. It's here. It's a little much on this ton. I'm sure the best way to handle it then. Maybe this will be fine, actually. Alright, I think this will be good. I think that's fine. And that should deal with that issue, hopefully. With Pinchy and John's VP are getting ready to vomit. I don't think that's too much. I think that'll be fine. Fingers crossed, anyway. Okay. Yep, fixed it. Open. John's left the park! Oh, he's got no money left. How did John spend more money than Pinchy? And now Pinchy's leaving. I called him out. I shouldn't have called him out. My bad. Alright, we've been hearing a decent amount of money now. What about a stand-up roller coaster? Hey, we actually got a few more rides. By a few, I mean one. Ooh, right, hold on. We're gonna need you covering this base because there's a lot of vom. I think we know why. Alright, well thanks for joining us in the park, Pinchy and John. Sounds like a weird, like, early 90s cartoon. Pinchy and John. Did anybody ever watch the cartoon Sharky and George? The only thing about Sharky and George that I remember is the theme song. I remember fucking nothing else about the whole show. Like, I think it was one of those ones that just had weird moments all over it. Like, I just don't happen to remember any of the weird moments. I just feel like it's a show that has it. Oh. That's a little unfair. Is this dude gonna even get to race? Oh, don't crash into the back of him. Watch out! Oh, he dodged them. Oh, no, he didn't. Okay. I don't know, I really don't want to build the crooked house or the haunted house. I know a lot of these rides don't look like they would fit in this setting of a crater, like a big water crater, but I feel like a house is the weirdest thing to put in here. Alright, we'll build up a stand-up coaster. We just need, at this point, we just need enough guests coming in, so we're going to need to build more rides to increase folk coming in. Granddad brings out the shows only him and the other boomers know. Look, man, it ain't my fault that your fucking Zoomer generations get nothing but trash to watch on TV. Go back to watching your fucking Cramp Twins, alright? I'm memeing, by the way. There's a lot of good cartoons in, like, every generation that you know, every generation has their good cartoons. Cramp Twins suck, though. I was not a fan of Cramp Twins. And I don't think that's a controversial take. I don't even think Sharky and George was that old, actually. Was it not, like, mid-90s? Hold on. Okay, thank you, Internet. But I'm looking for Sharky and George. I'm not looking for Sharky's mini golf. Sharky and George luxury parties and events. Huh, okay, this is not what I'm looking for. This could not be further away. So it's a French cartoon initially, which makes sense. Yeah, it was between... Oh, interesting. So... It only had 52 episodes between 1990 and 1992 in France. But in the UK, it was like spread out over the span of 7 years. Between 91 and 98. Specifically on Channel 4, which is probably why I never watched it very much. Channel 4 was not the channel to watch. You were either a CBeebies kid or you were a CITV kid. You were one or the other. I didn't see very many people tuning in to Channel 4 cartoons. I was a CITV kid. Because that had Pokemon and Digimon. It also had Hey Arnold and, like, a lot of actual other good shows as well. Hey, you know what? You know what, Scotty? Now that you've thrown down the gauntlet, what cartoons did you used to watch growing up? Just so we can get an age range. Oh. Like, if I wanted to go further back, I could bring up the Clangers. Could bring up Mr. Ben. Bring up Danger Mouse. That's a bit further forward, but Danger Mouse is good shit. I don't even care. I'm just building these at this point so I can get the more guests coming in. I don't care about the rating of these things. As long as people don't die on it, I'll just let it go. I'm actually surprised that's only a 5, but whatever, we'll live. Original Danger Mouse was interesting. I'm not a fan of the newer series. I tried. It just did not click. Hello, Alpha. Hello. What are you doing? You mean I want at me because you want some food? Is that why you're here? Yeah, it seems like it. Don't actually know if you're getting picked up on the mic. It's usually a 50-50 if the cat gets picked up, so sometimes they just sound like an absolute psychopath. Alright, we are gonna have to build another coaster, and we're gonna have to build it fast. You heard that? Okay. That's good, so that we can hear the cat. The cat has been audibled. So you wanting food? Man, you're very demanding. Alright, fine. Right, hold on, I'm just gonna very quickly feed this rat. Oh my god, the flashes. Flashing light warning, there's lightning happening. You do have food left, right? Yeah, you do. So let's pack it in the box. Right, calm down. Let me go feed him, I'll be right back. Alright, cat's fed. Alright, we gotta get a move on. We need to build another coaster. Gotta make this a goodie. So we're kind of running out of time. I'm lined up with that perfectly, actually. Ah, shit, that was right in that. We should have enough speed to get over that. Fortunately, that's right there. Probably be a one-train coaster. Getting a tad worried about this guest count, actually. I was expecting it to be a bit bigger than this, but oh, fuck. I'm not on the ground yet. Banana Man was a very weird show. But you're alright, it was good for a laugh. Right, we might need to resort to advertisements because we're not getting the numbers we need. I didn't want to, but I'm faffing about too much. We're not getting the numbers. I mean, it could boost very suddenly, but I don't know if I trust it. Put a save here, I'm gonna do ads. Oh shit. Too poor. I think one round of ads will be fine. People on Twitch are fucking freaking out because as soon as they hear the word ad, they assume that the Twitch stream's gonna go down for a bit. This raid should be pretty good, I think. I have no reason to believe it wouldn't be. Whoops. I was supposed to charge 120 for that one. Yeah, I think this raid's fine. I'm so confident I'm just gonna open it. I'm not even gonna have it fully tested. Yeah, I'm so confident. Right. Free pizzas. Oh man, can you imagine? Vouchers for free pizzas. Entry fee in here is free, so how about for the vertical drop? People like that one. Yeah, we've been faffing about a little too much. I'm a bit worried we're not going to make this. Alpha, you're so demanding! What do you want this time? Right, at this point we are just like banking on this. Ooh, I'm a bit worried. It has me a little bit on edge. I mean, the number's going up quite a bit. I saved. I don't know why I saved. I shouldn't have saved. Best what rides in the country? I think we're alright now. I think the ads are going to save us. Yeah, I think the ads have saved us. Yeah, I wasn't really prepared. I should have been better prepared for that. Definitely did not need to use ads on this level, but I just wasn't thinking. Can't believe the streamer nearly lost a roller coaster tycoon scenario. What a loser. Who does that? Alright. So yeah, we're basically just waiting for the end. I mean, we might have actually made it just on this ride. It might have barely pushed over, but I didn't want to risk having to go back into the level again. I kind of wish that cat freeze emote would actually straight up freeze, like it does on Discord. Bailey, what is with you? I just let your brother out. Now you want it. I didn't even know what your brother wanted. Oh, cats, not even once. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna hit the fast forward button. We're pretty much done, so. The ads are broken. Pretty much saved us. Oh, it's 200 extra guests. It should pop off any second now, after October 31st. Easy clap. Alright. So only one of these is fast. Paradise Pier 2. Huh. Alright, so we've played Paradise Pier 1. Played it 2017. This was the end result of what we'd built way back when. I have a strong memory of this level just because I can remember somebody in the chat backseating very hard while I was working on this, which is amusing to me. Now I guess we're going to do the sequel. So we've already got a start here. That's a very specific number. What's this rating? How old are you? Okay. Moving up to 10. Sorry, new management. Prices are going up. You're going to be paying them. But only for the coaster, I think. Alright. See if we can sort of like speedrun this level. Actually, how far out can I go? Yeah, I can go out here. Thank God. Oh wait, yeah, this can't build the same way. Whoops. I forgot. I don't know that I can't see where my boundaries are. Well, this is a spinning variety, so I don't have to do too much. It's complicated. Because it's going to make people puke. Oh shit, okay. First, I was too busy building rides, I didn't even realize we have a thirst problem. The only thing here is a chippy, which, yeah, it's gonna cause a lot of people to be thirsty as hell. If the only thing we have is a chippy. Is there any toilets either? I don't think there's any toilets. Let's see, in terms of rides. Okay, I know which one isn't open. So we only have a chippy. Don't even have any toilets. Okay. I know we do have a toilet. Where's this? Oh, it's over there. Alright. I guess we're gonna have two toilets next to each other. Yeah, I think I was a little too keen on building stuff, because we need to actually make sure this place actually has facilities and shit for people to not die at. Yeah, all the fish and chip places are closed. Well enough, I actually had a chippy today. And they didn't get my order right. But that's okay. All these fucking windows I have up right now. Right. Why is he being told he can cut the grass when there's no grass at the beach? I just answered your own question, Vortail. Sorry, Abraham. Sorry, Fabio. I didn't want to click on either of you. I was trying to build this again. Can I have because of medication? Ah. It's unfortunate. Name a staff member after yourself. Okay. Who are you picking? Time for a pirate? Exactly. Wow. Do we have a pirate? I think we do, right? Yeah, we do. Of course we do. Of course we have a pirate. Alright. We have a theming here. Okay, so I guess tents and stuff were actually introduced by this expansion. I had no idea. Oh, okay. So we could do that ourselves. Having a canvas tent. Ugh, it's not a good color scheme. Ah, there's that. That's even worse. Alright, that'll do. It doesn't look that good either, but it's just spinning a wild mouse. It's designed to make everybody sick. You know, I'm surprised we haven't, like, Open Roller Coaster Tycoon hasn't made the ability to change the hue on queue paths. So you can make whatever queue path you want. Kind of surprised at that, actually. Whoops, hold on, test. Don't go on the ride yet, I don't actually know what its stats are. Oh, another one. I didn't even name this fucking guy. Back to Jan. Oh, he's going back to Janny's Scum. Alright, well, you're Handyman 3. Nothing wrong with being a janitor. Or a custodian. Nice. Straight up. Straight away. Boom. How much for this ride? 350? Okay, cool, that's fine. Safest park in the country. Cool, nothing's broke yet, so that's good. We have a twist, and we have an enterprise. Hold on. No, okay, we may have to build a circus. We don't have very many options there, but we can run with it. It's 1,200, right? Yeah. I actually think ads would probably cheese this real fucking hard, but again, we're gonna try to avoid it. Oh no, there's a fucking boat hire on this level. Oh good. They're lost. They're all over the place. What is the back of this shit? I've just saw this. This is a lawsuit waiting to happen. What the fuck is that? How long is this ride? This ride is 51 seconds. Okay. I would appreciate it if this thing would leave every 30 and not wait for a fucking full load. That comes right into the back of that ride, and that is gonna break some fucking necks. Right. Okay, so we gotta deal with this. Good gravy. Where's boat 5? Did it get in? Nope. Oh no. Oh Jesus. Oh, the exit's that way. Oh, this is awful. This ride is going to be the death of us. This is such a bad place to even put this. From a technical standpoint, this is a terrible place to put this ride. I want to get off the ride. Yeah, people are getting stuck on the thing. Yeah, I'm rebuilding this. Normally I wouldn't, but what in the name of fuck were you thinking when you built this? Land not owned by park. Oh, hold on. Is that a problem? Oh, you sneaky fucker. Huh. Alright. Interesting. I can't close the back end of this. Now, smart player would delete this. However, I'm going to do something a bit different. That's not owned by Park either. Ugh, shit. So I guess this boat hire is part of this obnoxious challenge because they can just leave. They don't have to be in the park with the fucking boats. So maybe I should just play into that. Just build a big fucking barrier here. Okay. That may help. That may be all I can do. Sometimes you just can't help people. They would actually have this start underneath this, actually. That would not be a bad shout. Alright. Because of the nature of this ride, I could probably just get away with building one of the reverse incline ones. I don't think that built the way it was meant to. I don't normally like building these because they are very easy, cheap to do, but I think I will because of the shape of this level. Actually, can this make this? If this is just make this, I'm just gonna do it now. I think that'll be fine. Test that out. Yeah, I definitely don't have a whole lot of room to work with actually on this level in terms of building things. This is gonna get quite cramped, I think. Yep, sorry about that, okay. Need a bit of a dip before we do this then. Where are we? Oh, we're right above that. That may be enough. Actually, hold on. I build boosters on this because I might cheese it. The booster. Yep. When in doubt, booster it out. Yeah, it makes it. Alright, this should be decent then. No reason to believe it would be bad. Yep, that's absolutely fine. For that though, take a little off the top. I don't think it needs to be that high up. Yeah. It's a bit too sharp a green. That's even worse. Boat Hire 1 has broken down. I'm impressed. I don't even know how you did that. Whatever, we're going with that. And this rate's fine. I'm just going to open it. So I guess I don't like building circuses, but we just kind of need raids. Circuses aren't even that popular yet, anyway. I love the tents are a different color. Man, half this map's starting to get shit built for me. Do we have a Ferris wheel? We do. We have a haunted house. It's just a bit weird to have it up here, but whatever. We don't have a crooked house. We don't have a... Did anybody... I didn't actually check if anybody actually like went on the car ride by the end of it. We have a spiral slide. I don't see one, so I guess we don't. Well, nobody's complained about the boat ride anymore, so that's good. Oh, bollocks. There's no bins and shit. Well, there are, but there's not very many. There's no benches so people can sit. He kind of looks like he's just staring into space over there. You alright, buddy? Oh, he's watching the mini coaster. Alright, we're halfway there. So we don't have a helter-skelter. We don't have a crooked house. There's some space filler we can have. I'm gonna build it over here. This place is a bit quiet. Crooked houses aren't popular either. Pretty sure these things never do well. Oh, I forgot you can do no entrances in this version of the game. Having no entrances means that you can just create your own and make something wild. I wouldn't even know what to do though. More set. Okay, get rid of that. Stop giving me trash to build, man. Maybe I should actually research roller coasters. You look at this thing. Special bicycles run on a steel monorail track propelled by the pedaling of the riders. My favourite ride in the theme park is the exercise bike. Are you serious? I can't even build it that high? Wow, okay. This thing can barely go anywhere. Alright, cool. Good ride is already too intense. I mean, to be fair, you are riding a bike over water, so, I mean, there's a little bit going for it. But I mean, even I would be like, I might as well just go ride a bike. Like, I just go out and ride a bike. I don't need to do this. But hey, whatever. So another ride filler. Fine with those. I don't think the queue path needs to be even close to this long. Given the nature of this ride, but fuck it. I mean, people seem to want to go on it. I mean, I'd go on it. I'm not gonna lie, I would go on this. Maybe not for 150, but I'd still go on it. Just ride a bike over water. Sort of looks like the bike is upside down. I like that you can get, like, really zoomed in now. Like, I'm pretty sure when we played this game way back in the day, this was the resolution you played it at. Like, I can remember the pixels being this chunky. I don't envy anybody who had to play this zoomed in. If that was even a thing. Feels like fucking 320 by 240 or something. Our guest count is shooting up. We haven't actually bought out any loans yet. 320 gaming. So the only thing I can build, if we're going under my stipulation rule where I do not build anything twice, the only thing I can build is the car ride or this side friction roller coaster that I fucking hate. It's one or the other. Hello, Moth. Can I help you? You just got a nice pattern on your back. That's a rarity. I could build a monorail. Well, I don't even know where I would stick it. A little cramped. As a self-imposed rule, there is no diminishing returns. A big cheese strat is to build like it's like a looping coaster or a twister coaster. You build a really short one that just has like, I don't know, some like a pull up, it goes down, does one loop, and then goes back to the station. It's very cheap, and you just copy paste that, and it counts as individual rides and doesn't even check if it's a duplicate. Now there are the map we did yesterday, where it wanted 10 different coasters. That is an actual rule where you do need to build 10 individual different coasters types. But it's just a self-imposed rule because I think it's a bit more challenging. The only time I would build a ride twice is if I plan on joining it with a ride that's currently in existence, which is what I did with the steeplechase. And I mean, I think the steeplechases were designed for that. I can't remember what map it is, and we might have already played it already, but there's a steeplechase that has 4 different steeplechases next to each other. Anyway, I hate this thing. Last time I built it was like, everything's fine. One person got on it, fucking flew off the rails. Yeah, the cars are only kept on the track by side friction wheels and gravity. I don't trust it, man. I just don't trust it. Hey, we're almost 800 guests, though. It's only July. Tell me the way out whatever coast this is. Every time I save it, I lose my employees. I gotta keep my eye on it to make sure they're not up to anything. Flame Dragon's never up to anything, though. He's already playing a bad guy, so I know he's not up to anything. So what is the next coaster? Wooden Wild Mouse. Alright, fair enough. Another cramped coaster I could stick in a square. We are sitting on decent profits. So, like, money is definitely not an issue on this level. Alright. This is a good ride. Cheesy Mice. Crazy Vole. What on earth is this? Like, what are these? I've always wondered what these are. They just showed up. Just these weird designs. Honestly, I get no idea where they came from. I'm gonna deal with the path before I deal with the coaster. By that I mean fuck up the path. Fuck, I'll just do it this way. There we go. That works. Doesn't actually look that bad. Is that really too high for support already? Jeez. That makes sense. Trying to sort of keep it in the same spot, but I think we have to build over the other place. I think that's fine. I have no reason to believe this would be bad. I thought those were Coca-Cola mice for a second. This is fine. It's nothing amazing, but it fits in the space. Okay, that was worse than I thought it was. That was way worse than I thought it was. Yikes. You created a boring one, Vortail. Well done. Alright, hold on. Okay, this is an issue. I think part of the issue I have with this is actually the fact that it's, I can't build too high up in the air. Right, I probably have to do more about this ride then, if this is already lame as hell. Well, it seems to have more momentum at this part, so maybe that helped. And part of the issue may be that it doesn't have very many dips, and when the dips it does have, it's not going super fast. I made it worse. Okay, hold on. Right, this has not gone well. This ride has gone to the shit. Oh, I'm building it over the footpath right now. I didn't even notice that. Oh, I'm crashing into that coaster. Fuck. Oi! Oi, oi, oi. Screwing everything up with this one. Not a fan of bleeding over the other section. I'm sort of wanting to keep it to itself. It's a little too high. Right, I think that probably proved it a lot. We're also getting a roto drop, which is quite nice. It is a big enough drop. I think that should give it enough excitement. There we go. That was a big fix. We solved it. We're good. Open. Right. One thing I will want to actually do a little later. Yeah, okay. So when we start getting enough rides in, I'm going to have to start charging less for all these rides. People are going to come in and then they're going to leave very quickly because they're paying too much money. Which that may be worth doing now. Rather than later. Because money's not an issue, so let's lower the price on things. Maximum funding into this so we can get some decent rides quicker. Alrighty, have a good night, John. Thanks for stopping by. Do we have it? We don't even have an information kiosk actually. It's gonna get people lost. I want like 2 of these actually. Spinning wheel mouse has broke down. Would be really funny if it was station brake failures, given how early the thing was built. And by funny I mean tragic. Oh, I've lost one of my things. Keep losing them. Scotty keeps turning his camera off. Third of October for a roller coaster. Please be a good one. Virginia Real Nice, that's actually a good one. That's a good coaster to pick up. Sort of build it in here, I guess. That's a bit odd. The audio had a bit of a cutout there. I thought something had happened. Let's go into that. I should have enough speed to make it back. Yeah, I'm fine. I think this ride will be A-okay. Give it a quick test. Alright, hold on. I think this will be pretty good. I'm just going to charge 6 in advance. I don't imagine it's anything too spacey. Should bring in more numbers. People can't afford it. Okay, it's not brilliant. It's not amazing, but whatever. I just thought it would have been better than that, to be honest. Oh well. It's the next roller coaster, Corkscrew. Another one you can fit in a cramped space. So I think the secret of this one is just getting all the roller coasters out. A length of queues. Huh. Oh, I can hear a cat destroying the door. Wow, is it a vortex stream? Okay, what's going on? Why are you screaming? Really? In the house now, Bailey. It's fine. No, some spooks now. You're in the house now. What are you honking for? Bailey is actually just insane. I think we can still do this without playing advertisements. Yeah, so yeah, this ride in particular is very popular. People like to build a bunch of shit. Like, this ride, for example, is quite overpowered for what it is. It's very simple. It only costs 1.5k. But you can just copy-paste a bunch of those. The Viper. So yeah, because this thing can fit in a nice cramped spot, we're probably just going to take advantage of that. Well, right now I'm trying to think of where. I could put it beside this one. Yeah, I could build a very similar ride right next to this one. Ah, I can't go as high. That's fair enough. And I'm gonna be sure to set it to reverse incline. I actually think this can go right under this log flume. Yep. Perfect. Right under the log flume. This is going to look very cramped soon enough. Already kinda does. Trying to find a way to get this to fit, actually. I think that will do, though. Hmm. Can I build boosters on this thing? Can. It's gonna give it a big boost. The hell was that I just held? Bailey, are you doing weird things again? And that booster actually helps. Ah, you know, I actually can't tell if a booster works backwards in this game. I think a little bit more height would help it. Oh, what the hell? Oh, there we go. Sorry, I just got lost. Come on, dude, this fucking hump. I can't get over it. What an absolute pain in the arse. We need more boosters. When in doubt, more boosters. Hopefully that will work. I mean, we've got time, we're just sort of waiting, trying to get this coaster to finish before we build the compact inverted coaster. We're almost at 1k, so I think this is in the bag before we're even close to failure. This is so frustrating. This is so frustrating. I just barely can't make it. It's super fucking annoying. I have to redesign it. Boosters just aren't getting the job done. Good lord, I just barely can... Just very barely can make it over there. So what I can do, I can put a booster here. No, dude. No fucking way is that too close. Okay, there we go. And what I can do is I can give it 2 circuits. So you get 2 tons of this thing. Just to make up for the fact that it's short. How much are we charging for it? I'll just go for like 6 again. Right. There we go. It's a good thing it's only one car, so if somebody does get stuck on it, it won't be the end of the world. I'd be so afraid of this thing, not even going on it. I think even being within the vicinity of this ride would scare the absolute shit out of me. I just feel like something's gonna break. Right, compact inverted roller coaster. Oh, that one. Oh, when did I get that one? Well, it says compact, so we'll see if we can get it to fit. I can build this on the outside edge, actually. Might be a good shout. This thing can go high, okay. Straight down. And right outside the park. I was a little afraid of that. Nope, nope, wrong way. And unfortunately, we're gonna go right into the crooked house, right? Right, that could work pretty well. Just gotta get around this silly house. The silly house is still in the way. This thing needs a lot of space above it. What a very greedy house for something that has gathered a grand total of... Oh, it's actually got 576. Okay, it's not the worst thing in the world. Still, very demanding. Okay, thinking about it, I gotta be very careful with how I'm going with this in terms of the direction. Like, actually, how good is this in terms of speed? Yeah, that's actually pretty good. We got a decent amount out of that. Just can't catch a break. Some of these rides just in the road. I think I can hear a cat again, even though I just let one in. This will be the other one. Well, at least this one isn't honking like crazy to get in the house. I'm trying to see how far out I could build. Trying to figure out how to wrap this back round. A loop would have actually been able to solve this problem. Oh god, it's so close. How high up does it need to be? No, it's out of the land. Okay, I'm gonna back up. I guess we could do it here then instead. Cat, you were up with something again. I can tell. There we go. Alright. You managed to make it. Fingers crossed this actually turns out alright. It would be very unfortunate if the stats were actually too high. I'm a little worried they might be. I mean, it looks smooth enough. A little fast, but it looks smooth enough. Okay. Sort of on the cusp there. A little bit more intense, we would have lost it. I actually think if it was longer, the stats for that would be kind of crazy. But... Space. The final frontier. Where... Oh, it's the wooden wild mouse. I do it every time. Look. There you go, go watch TV. Imagine if one of these things do anything anymore. They might have a slight effectiveness. Actually, I've got an idea. Put an entertainer in the queue path. It can make him an elephant. You can just go and annoy everybody in this queue path. You can go tell everybody how afraid you are of the ride because you're an elephant and it's a wild mouse. No, I'm not calling the ride the -2. Alright, so... Interesting. We're getting all this hairpin coaster again. This is a very interesting coaster. I've never actually built it. And it seems to have a bit of an interesting balance. It can either be really, really garbage or really, really good, depending on how many... Just like 1 or 2 tons. Also, we've almost got the guest count. I don't think I'm worried anymore. I think we should be good for the rest of it. We are sort of getting cramped here. Oops, I keep doing that. I could build it over this bike ride. Just completely cover it. It used to be years ago they would go out on this ride, have the sun shining as they exercise on the bike. Now they're underneath the rust of the supports and the platforms for this ride. And call it Junin. I'm actually not sure how I'm going to do this though, because this red coaster is kind of in the way. Okay, you can. Okay, never mind. That helped. I can actually put a very steep slope really on it, so eliminates that issue. Right, one thing I really should deal with immediately is the exit and entrance. If I'm going to build it this weird way, I should really have these sorted to begin with. So I'm not worried about it later. Oops. Oh, we started this up high, didn't we? Anyone else notice I immediately, like, try to pass the blame on chat? It's like, hey guys, didn't we make the mistake on stream? Wasn't that an us thing? And Flame Dragon, you gotta be careful, you make me look bad. That's just one of those Twitchisms that's just kind of happened over time. It's always a we thing, it's always we did this chat. You guys did nothing. I'm the one that fucked up. As a matter of fact, you guys just watched and didn't stop me. Maybe it is your fault. May as well move the mouse yourself. How Flame got mod status, we'll never know, it's crazy. Oops. This thing not having an S-bend is quite annoying, actually. Yeah, I think this should be okay. Bobsleigh. Oh no. You're gonna make me build a bobsleigh? Actually, I might not have to. We're sitting at 1,100 guests, and we're about to finish this coaster. It might actually be fine just letting it do itself. I forgot I put a pulley there. I thought it was going to crash. Yeah, this should be good enough. There's enough bumps and ups and downs. That is an actually fucking insane score. That is not the score I was expecting. Yeah, I just don't really think I want to build a bobsleigh. I really hate them. Let's see if we hit the fast forward button and see what we get. See if we can just naturally get the growth.